Hello, my beautiful souls. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a daily tarot reading for today, October the 6th. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that. And I meditated on the collective's overall energy for the day before beginning this reading. And the message that came through was, it's getting old. Ooh, interesting. It's getting old. Feels like something or a situation is getting on your nerves, or is just, you're over it. Interesting. Let's get started by pulling a message or two from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle deck. What do we have for the collective to begin this daily read? Thank you, Spirit. You're saying to redo them. Take two. What do we have for the collective? Take three. Third time was the charm. What do we have for today to begin this read? Thank you, Spirit. You got two, my friend. Lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. There's something recently in the air with the collective where we just seem to keep revisiting the past in small ways, or it just keeps coming up in conversation, or we just keep reliving it in our head. And this is, again, a reminder to just let it go. Let it be. If people have left your life, or it feels like you've parted ways with people and they just keep popping up in your head, or you keep seeing them on social media, or just they keep coming up in conversation, try to find a way to stop that. Avoid that part of your day, or allow for them to not pop up in your mind or conversation, or try to change the direction of the conversation or change your thoughts. Because part of this card is saying you will find success and contentment with those by your side. And it's reminding you that the people who are no longer side by side with you, are no longer in your life or in your day-to-day life, that's for a reason. And you will find that sort of fulfillment and contentment with those people who are still in your life. And if not, really, at the end of the day, there's always new people coming into our life as well as leaving. And I just feel like I was meant to focus on that part of the message, mainly because we keep drifting to the past and thinking about people who are no longer with us. And all of these changes happen in relation to our higher calling. Some people might get in the way of our higher calling, is what we seem to forget. Humpback whale, singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. That's powerful. I'm being drawn to the line, your inner navigation always guides you. Trusting that inner knowing, my friend, trusting your intuition in what you just seem to know at the end of the day, what you just seem to know deep down within your gut. And that's what they're referring to as your inner navigation system, and how it will always guide you in the right direction. You know, if you may look back and think about some of these people that were in your life at one point that are no longer. And if you truly think about it and ask yourself, you may have ignored that gut feeling, that intuition when you first met them, or when they did something, or there was a certain situation with them in the beginning. And it's such a good reminder to always trust that intuition, that gut feeling, that inner navigation system. Let it guide you. to potentially prevent similar slip-ups, or, you know, when it comes to allowing certain people into our energy field. Interesting but heavy start. Let's continue by pulling a message, or rather, let's continue by pulling 4 cards for the day, 4 tarot cards. Some shuffling, of course. And it does feel like a lot of us on an individual level have some healing to do when it comes to certain people we've dealt with or certain situations that we've encountered in life. And for some reason, it just might feel like a day where you're reminded of that, or some of that healing does occur in one way, shape, or form. What do we have, Spirit, to continue this daily read? For our beautiful collective, of course. Not surprised. Not surprised even a bit. They were telling me to just pull the last one. Okay. So to start off the 4 cards, we have the 5 of Cups, my friend. Oh my God, I forgot to say in the beginning, I feel like today's going to be a slow but confusing day. Can't believe I forgot to say that in the beginning. Yeah, I do feel like it's going to be a very slow day. So don't get your mind ready for any sort of fast-paced day. But I do feel like situations are going to pop up with people, or just in general, where it leaves you confused. Maybe like a head scratcher. Or I just, for some reason, before this reading, I kept hearing someone respond to a situation or to somebody being like, okay. It was just like a, okay. It just, you know, something that somebody says to you, or a situation you encounter or deal with, or how somebody reacts to you, will leave you feeling very confused, very much like, what were you trying to say to me? Or what actually just happened? You'll see. Anyways, just had to say that. So the 5 of Cups for the first card. Most definitely reminding us right off the bat at the beginning of the day, don't focus on what's gone. Don't focus on the past. It's side by side with this higher calling card, which we were just talking about. And if you're new to my channel, let's hold it this way. So this, holding it this way, you can see 2 cups that are spilt, okay? And those are representing the people and the situations that are no longer in your life. Today, I feel like we're focusing on people. And then we have 3 cups facing up, which are still full, representing the abundance, the people in your life, the connections, those soul connections you still have with you moving forward, at least for now. And so this card is reminding you that you might find yourself in the beginning of the day sort of focusing on those connections that are no longer with you, or that you've had issues with, or just focusing on what feels like another chapter of your life that you've already kind of sort of closed or started to, but you can't help but drift back and maybe linger a little bit, dwell a little bit, just revisit. And it brings us back to the beginning when I was talking about how these people that are no longer with you, or you just kind of went a separate way from, feels like they just keep popping up in conversation, or you see them on social media, or they just pop up in your head for some reason. And part of which might be your doing. Be aware of that and try to adjust your actions or your thoughts. But it might feel inevitable. It might feel like you just can't avoid it. Just don't let it take over the day. You know, be proud of who you still have with you. Be proud of your life, you know, these days and where it's going. Everybody travels their own path, my friend. The Hermit, to move right along for the second card. It feels like in the first half of the day, maybe all day, but the first half of the day, especially the second quarter, You're going to feel like just being in your own energy, but you're going to feel like doing your own thing. People might look at you or think that you are abnormal or different for wanting this, but it's understandable. I can totally relate. It just might feel like you're on a different wavelength than other people around you, which I feel I mentioned yesterday in the reading, in the daily read. But it just might feel like it's a day where, especially because it's so slow and, slowly paced, it might leave you feeling like you just are all set with other energies, or like you would just do best or be most productive on your own. It might feel like certain situations are just not meant for you that you're surrounded by at this time. We're going back to the overall message of it's getting old. It's getting old. Whatever situations are surrounding you, or whatever situation you're in currently, whether it's a living situation, a work situation, a friend group, family, whatever it is for you, it just seems to be getting old. It may not be right for you, but you may not be able to do anything about it right now. You may not be able to change it. Just kind of accepting what is for now. But it's almost like because it's getting old, because you're just kind of over it, or because it's just not right for you, and you can't change it at this time, it's leaving you feeling like, all right, I'm going to take a step back. I'm just going to do my own thing. Again, I'm just going to be in my own energy. And it's almost like this is your way of just, one, doing your own thing and protecting your inner peace, but it's also your own personal way of trying not to be insulting to those other people and just kind of taking a step back. Almost protecting your inner peace in a sort of peaceful way. It may feel like you're sort of boxed in a situation, or somebody else in your world today may feel boxed in. It may feel like a day when you don't have a whole lot of freedom, or at least mentally it feels that way. Knight of Pentacles for the third card to move right along to the second half. I feel like you will probably start your day with some sort of work, even though the past will be on your mind and keep coming out. But I also feel like moving right along, you'll start to think about your finances, or you'll keep moving towards your financial goals. Maybe more work to do when the second half of the day starts. You may be a little bit impatient about where things are heading financially. It just might be very prominent on your mind where you're like, all right, this needs to move quicker. This might be moving a little bit too slowly for me. And it just reiterates the overall feeling of the day that I was mentioning, how it's going to be moving slowly. And it's just like, it feels like everything today is moving slowly. The feeling of the day, the pace of the day, your finances are moving slowly. Your progress towards your goals feels like it's moving slowly. It might feel like your mind is just moving at a slow pace today when it hasn't been recently. It just might feel like you're accomplishing things or working very, very slowly. And it might be annoying for you because you may be more accustomed to a fast-paced day. Try to have patience. That's all I can say. Because it's just going to be a slow kind of day, my friend. King of Pentacles to finish off the 4 cards. It does feel like after, this day does occur, it leaves you at the end feeling a bit more confident, a bit more in your power. It's like you are able to adjust your perspective on a few different things. One being your financial situation, given we go from the Knight to the King. It was just that simple switch in your mindset, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to kind of take a step back, or, sit back and stop stressing over it and allow for, kind of release that control a bit and realize that everything will happen in divine timing, divine order when it's meant to. And I feel like you just kind of feel more confident at the end of the day. More so just chin in the air, like, you know, look at me. Look at me. But also, it's interesting how it's aligned with the Hermit. You know, I feel like your alone time leaves you feeling more content, more confident, more at ease, more mentally sorted out. I feel like it's going to be a good day for us overall. Just be careful of your mental thoughts and drifting to the past, and feel free to do your own thing and just allow yourself to overall have patience with the day and with your finances and with you. So on that note, my friend, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your situation. And I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.